Welcome back to our channel. So this summer, the biggest club in Europe, they are all hunting the same thing, the world class striker. And Chelsea, they are the club to make the first move, the lab to Chelsea. And Chelsea fans, they are not really that excited for the striker because they feel that maybe he's not a world class player, a player that will take them to the next season because they have the Club World Cup to play, they have Champions League, they qualify for the Champions League, and they feel that they need to add another striker to the lab. How are you feeling?
I feel great now. I don't get any worry because wetin you talk now, you talk say Chelsea are the front liners. You don show the first move. Na say go add the lab from Ipswich to our team. We don qualify for Champions League, fine. I no dey lis ten to when people, some fans. I no just understand because all these 2010 fans wey just come Chelsea, they no even start. They don't even know the background of
So
football.
you believe the lab is enough for Chelsea now for
The
top four?
lab, some people go fit quote me wrong because they have not seen enough of the lab. You understand? Even my young man here, Man U fan, because he said he was even happy that Man U did not go for the lab. I agree. You understand? Because you never see the good side of a particular player. No mean say the player is a bad player. The lab is not. It's a good buy. It's a good steal to Chelsea. I mean,
Because yeah,
you
you
understand?
rejected a lot of offer to go to
Yeah,
Chelsea.
it's because I like players that when you go, they want to go to a club that they know that they can perform. They willingly go to that club than to say because of money factor or the factor of some persons make them come that club. They no go perform. You understand? You think I willingly know say this environment will be good for me. And I have a lot of individuals who I don't work with. Some of the players are there. We worked together when we were young. The coach that gave me a lot of encouragement to come to this particular level where I dey now. So I no see anything wrong in what the lab has done.
So, Kagawa, you feel that the lab and Jackson is enough for Chelsea?
For me, I no feel say this Delap guy na really good buy for Chelsea. Unlike wetin you say the lab refuse some teams. Which teams and which teams wey the lab refuse? Because I don see say Man U biggest problem was scoring goals last season. Man U no too dey bad last season. If you watch am for the Europa League, we played excellently. Europa League final was one of our best game we played for the season. But the problem we had was that we no sabi score goal. So if Man U now, if we have Højlund and Zexi as the two attackers, and the two of them no score 20 Premier League goals in combined. You understand? So if Man U now, if you go tell me say Man U dey go for the lap, I go tell you say our sporting directors no know wetin dem dey do. The people wey dey in charge of transfers, they no really know wetin dem dey find for Man U the future. How they wan make Man U move go forward. Because if we get Højlund and Zex wey no fit score 20 goals, and we are going to bring the lap, it's a very disastrous. It will be a very disastrous season for Man U. So you dey see say Man U, see the strikers wey Man U dey go for. If you see our front line, we have brought in Kohan. We are going for Mbueno. We are going to make an improved bid for Mbueno, and there are links and there are secret links that Gyökeres wants to come to Man United with or without Champions League. You see that Amorim has a plan. Amorim is very tactical. He knows the areas that he has to improve in Man United. He doesn't need to bring the lap because the lap can't give you 20 Premier League goals, 15 Premier League goals. There was no pressure on the lap in Ipswich Town. At the time, I say if the lap miss penalty, media no go talk about the lap. Those four men no go talk about the lap. The likes of Gary Neville, Carragher.
How much money?
It's very cheap. It's very cheap because of the clause. They say if Ipswich go relegation, 30 million pounds. It's a very good buy for Chelsea, as you say, as Ojemba say. But for me, I don't see the lap as that player wey Chelsea really
Those
need.
your players now wey dey call, you call Holland, abi na Zexi.
Ulama.
Now you call am Holland. The Holland wey you call now say they are not perfect fit for the lab. Say the lab is less to them, their value. And if you check in the English Premier League this season now, Man U dey underperform for the Premier League. Apart from the Europa League, we see them score certain number of goals. And if you want to check individual factor, the statistics between these
Which club wey the lap play
how
for?
many goals
What club did the lap play for? The lap play for Ipswich.
The lab play for
Word of correction. The lap play for Ipswich.
How many
We are not
stars
here to
around
talk about
around
only the lab. Hold on. So we have a lot of strikers in the market now. Gyökeres, Isaac. I'm not sure Newcastle is willing to let go. Who again? Ike,
The Sesko,
Eketeke,
Etiketi.
Keteki, and a lot of strikers. So who do you think is the like? If you're ranking this striker now from 1 to 5, who you two think is the one that a club need to, a big team need to go for that? This is the striker that will change the team.
Okay, to me,
Who's your favorite in the market now?
I
Striker.
would say Gyökeres because he has just proven himself like in the Champions League and Portuguese League, although Portuguese League not to follow. But if you come Premier League to where Man U then they shall say then they go for am Arsenal, he go still struggle. Because I know go expect when he go to jam people like Wolves them go just stand.
Why you
there
get this pride? Say they know they
Make
go
it
for am. Say he
complete,
willingly
just
won't
like
come,
that.
come the club. Why you get pride? Say they no go for am.
Premier League they flog Eagles, they make people Jones well. If you come Premier League now, if you know ball.
Is it a good fit
Baba.
for Barca?
For Barca, right now Barcelona doesn't need the 9. I don't think.
But I've seen a lot of Barca fans that saying they need
No.
they need a 9 and Lewandowski is getting old because now Barca next season now they need to be an improvement of the squad.
No, Lewandowski had a 1 year deal. So right now we're
So
focusing on
Lewandowski is okay, is enough.
right now we have Ferran Torres coming in to replace him. I know we need a 9, but there are other positions that are more important than that 9 because Lewandowski can still give you 25 plus goals next season. Even despite his age, he can still give you that. But right now, we just really need a left winger. That position, I will define. We don't need all this.
But you guys have Rafinha.
No, Rafinha
What
is
we
not.
need-
Totally, Rafinha is not a left winger. Rafinha and Yamal wing with Rafinha. They will just put on their base and say no better fit.
So what about the Ansu Fati one and put 1 billion release cost?
Also, Fati, I'm very sorry. That guy, he did not meet up expectations. So he just had
That
to-
is the hype I'm telling you. This the man bring this the lab guy because me I not to value this the lab guy. This the lab guy which Chelsea they shout. The lab. The lab na very 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 average player. I've watched the lab. The only thing the lab sabi do, unlike Holland na body guide. The only thing the lab sabi do na to fight defenders.
But I will take
I want
Dilap.
ask. Hold on. I want answer my question.
The lab is not a better striker.
I want ask you question.
No,
Now,
don't say
waiting
that.
make you waiting with the qualities of an average player.
Average striker na striker wey no go dey consis ten t give you that goals back to back.
Now listen. For this
That's an average striker.
for this season way pass now. Hold on and Delap waiting. Hold on, give Man U. In terms of goals.
What did the lab give
For
to
the
us?
lab. For the lab.
The 12 goals they went to relegation. No relegation they go.
For the lab.
12 goals relegation.
Yeah, good relegation, but if
5 goals.
if 12 goals when he give, he raise up a profile. Even if you not raise up a profile, or just the club, understand?
Because
Man U were hoping to buy this guy.
Man U never.
Arsenal
We were making inquiries.
a lot of clubs in the top four were hoping for Delap.
We were making inquiries.
Because Chelsea buyer no be say
The last one was not our number one target.
it was not number one because he don't go there. He located you there.
Yes,
See,
yes,
No.
Alawa, let me tell you something. For the lab to score.
Excuse me. There was an agreement. I will tell
With
you.
who? With
I
Man U?
follow. Listen.
with Man U.
I follow the news a lot. There were agreements. Amorim coming to Man United. Gyökeres was one of the players he was going to pick from Sporting Lisbon. That was why in the first interview he said he was not going to sign Gyökeres that January. That anything that will bring Gyökeres to Manchester United will be in the summer. That they have sat down and they have discussed with the board.
Let me Kagawa, all this you are saying now. But My body were clearly interested in the lab and they were just waiting for him.
It was
What are you saying?
They carry the news now. It was not rumor. Everybody was
The last is an English. The last is an English striker. English was come on. All the top four teams we are going for. It's still
read his choice.
because Man City were going for him. Liverpool were going. That's what you're saying. Man U were also going for him. So you can't come out here and tell me that Man U It is fine. You don't like the lab. You don't like the lab as a guy, as a player. Understand? So you now as a fan, you don't say that guy an average player, but you know you say you go need to come condemn him.
It's not the hype.
I'm not proving.
You never the hype.
No, you never know your opportunity to show yourself.
To the hype where Chelsea is the hyper.
Nobody helped him.
I don't buy number 9 give am. I don't hype and carry number 9
you
give am.
say he go give Chelsea 15. He go give Chelsea 10 plus goals.
Nobody hyped him.
You know why? You know why?
Nobody hyped him.
In terms of scoring of goals,
He's not a clinical striker.
he's more clinical than
He's
Jackson.
not.
He's more clinical than Jackson.
You can
It's a lie.
lie.
I disagree.
And Chelsea create more.
I can tell you
Chelsea create more
physically.
chances than Ipswich.
I can tell you physically that this young man does not. Do not even watch Delap, and if he's not even following Delap,
The lab become an elite striker.
he cannot
The lab is an old school fashion
under one season, he cannot be a
Delap is an old
striker.
school. See, I'll grade the
How
lab.
many seasons have Jokeres played?
For the lab, I'll grade him to like Peter Crouch.
How many seasons have Jokeres played for Sporting CP? How many
Jokeres,
seasons? Yes.
seasons, and
Two
he has
seasons.
scored more than 100 goals.
Thank you. He has come and played. But you give this young man just one season under a team like Ipswich, and here you are here talking trash. Talking trash because
Twelve goals.
some goals.
In how many
Yes.
appearances?
In a team like
They
Ipswich,
have played under the game for
this
Ipswich.
guy does not know football. And I'm talking to you that this guy does not know what he's saying. He's a Man U fan
And
on
went to the
television.
relegation.
He's a Man U fan that is watching the back of the television. He doesn't know football. I'm giving him
We'll watch the
instances.
lab. We'll watch the
Give
lab.
this man a season, and if the guy does not prove you that, then you know that this guy is a failure.
But the law better pass that farmer wey be number 9 one I get.
Which of the farmer?
That Abahaland.
Holland is not a
Hold on,
footballer.
So
Holland is
let's
not a
hear
footballer.
from Tochukwu. Is the lap enough for Chelsea? The lap and Jackson, are they enough?
One,
Two strikers that are not, they are not elite. They are not world class.
for the lab to score 12 plus goals for Ipswich Town.
Which 12
In the
plus?
Prem-
Wait, 12 plus.
For the lab to score
How
less
many
higher than
goals?
12 goals in the Premier
15 in
League.
all competition.
For
in
the
all
lab to
competitions.
score
Wait, let
for the lab to score 15 plus goals, as he said, for Ipswich Town in the Premier League.
No, I'm not asking that question. It's just a normal question.
No, now he
Are they enough? Nicholas Jackson and the
wait,
lap, are
now
they
wait. Let me
enough?
just say what I want to say. For him to score those amount of goals in the Premier League,
12 goals
a
in the
club like
Premier League.
Ipswich
12
Town.
goals in the Premier
In
League.
a
I like to
Let
say
him
something.
land.
Let him land. Before you
Let him
pick
land.
him up. Man U fans, I don't know why you guys have this attitude. Let him land. Go ahead, my young fan.
for him to score 12 goals in the Premier or 15 plus goals in the Premier League in a club like Ipswich Town.
Sorry, I'm cutting you short. It's not 15 goals. Is it 15 goals in all competition? Because they scored only 12 goals in the Premier League.
Even if you scored 12 goals,
Then you're saying 15 plus goals in all competition. How many matches did they lab play?
how many leagues, how many competitions did you play? How many competitions did how many competitions do Ulama
Wait, sir, let him land. The 15 goal you're talking about, is it in all competition or just in Premier League? 'Cause
in
you know
all
we scored-
competitions?
It's in all competitions.
Okay, so land.
For him
land.
to wait, for him to score the amount of goals in Ipswich Town and for him to score 12 goals in the Premier League, it shows that he has what it takes to
With the
play in
available
Chelsea.
resources at with our
He has the qualities of a good striker. That guy is still young.
You
You cannot tell me that. You cannot wait. You cannot tell me that. You cannot. What you said just made me angry.
5 minutes.
I've been sitting down here hearing the rubbish I've been saying about this Hoyland of a guy and Dilap. See this Hoyland. See this Hoyland
You
guy.
don't say anything about Holland.
No, I know. Why will be? You don't underestimate this guy. This guy is still coming up. He's still a growing striker.
That's what
Want
I'm
to
saying.
score 12 goals in the
Does
Premier
Chelsea
League.
need that risk now?
We
Is it
need
enough?
him. We need him.
So Jackson and Dilap is enough for Chelsea.
Jackson and Dilap, maybe we get
Some
any
years
ticket.
ago, there was a certain, I don't know if you guys watch, there was a certain Spanish footballer who was called Chucky. He played for Swansea City. His celebration was, when he scores goals, his celebration was like the Mitrovic. That guy was on fire. He scored 15 goals that season. And Swansea went to relegation.
Yes.
That guy went back to the Spanish league to play the straight, and that guy flopped. He retired after 2 seasons.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now
Go and make your
let's
sense.
let's end this.
Listen.
Kagawa,
No, you are saying
let's end this conversation. If this Dilap wins and scores up to 15 plus goals in the Premier League, you will give one of the viewers 20k, 15 plus goals in Premier League, Chelsea, and let's say 20 in all competition. You give one of the viewers 20k. Agreed.
Agreed. So
Agreed. Let's do that.
Agreed. Because Kagawa will be giving away 20,000 naira in the new season if the lab scores. So to qualify now, comment say just to qualify.
Just like the lab
is going to score 15 plus to qualify for Kagawa 20,000 naira giveaway. So, but if I've not answered my question, don't you? Okay.
Let me get
Ojemba answered. Ojemba said they are enough. Jackson and
I didn't say they are enough.
Dilap,
You didn't
they are
get me.
Wait. Let's hear her. Wait, Kagawa.
You asked me what was my opinion concerning the lab as he's coming to Chelsea. What was the opinions that has been going on around is that people don't trust him to deliver in Chelsea. That was what you asked me. You didn't ask me if it was enough for the club as Chelsea. Now, going forward, the lab is not enough for Chelsea. Now we will need an additional striker because of the competitions we are going to involve in by next season.
Rumors are saying Ekitike.
No, we don't know whoever. Those are rumors. We are not yet certain that they definitely will come.
So, but they are not. But
I will want a prolific striker, which I want as a fan to deliver. Somebody like Osimhen, somebody like Gyökeres that he has mentioned. But as it stands now, the board knows what is better because based on the financial play rules that they want to contain. You understand me? They will do everything in their powers to look at. Let's look for the best option. We're adding these three up because as it stands now, they're sending Magui back to loan. So we will need the competition to be at least 3 strikers so that we will know the performance of those three guys. One will give us the best. Okay, we'll say we can rely on this one. This one can carry us for the end of the season. Then whichever one, like somebody like Jackson will be going for the Nations Cup. Understand? So you cannot tell me that we have gotten the lab and then we have Jackson and we'll just rest on those 2. We cannot rest on those because if Nations Cup comes now, how are we going to rely on the lab alone on 4 competitions? So it's not possible. The lab is never enough. We need a prolific striker, and it's hard to get a prolific striker at the moment because Gyökeres has already made it open that he wants to go to Man U. Recently, we heard it. Understand? So now the only person I don't have assurance and belief on Sesko, and I don't have assurance on Ekitike because he's not a proven striker. Just like the lab that everybody is complaining, but I just have the personal confidence in me that the lab is going to deliver.
The lab is going to deliver.
You understand?
For me, the lab is going to deliver.
That's all.
So another thing I want to even put forward, this obsession with this striker. Arsenal fans are worried. Manchester United fans, they say they need a top 9. Liverpool, Madrid, Barca, this obsession with top 9. We just saw a team that won the Champions League, PSG, without a striker. So do you think this top 9 position is overrated, Lawrence?
I don't feel it's overrated because we have various kind of 9, as you can see. Like Real Madrid right now, to me, I think they need a 9. Despite Mbappe hitting, I think 30 plus, I think they need a 9 because a 9 is like someone that is just like those vocal points. That's where they stand there.
Yeah.
Like, if you get 9, once the wingers, them and midfielders, they stone the pass, you just get person where they knocking the ball inside the net. And Madrid been really miss that Benzema. You see that Benzema will come out, that presence, they miss and well. And Liverpool, going to Liverpool now, since that guy na another Enugu striker, wetin be that name? Darwin Nunes. That one na fake Haaland on its own. That one no, dey play well, but to score goal na problem for him.
The easiest goals that a striker is meant to score, he doesn't score that kind of.
You cannot say this. It's just like a Jackson in Chelsea.
It's just like it's just like
so
a Jackson.
they really 9 is very important. As for PSG, they still have a 9, but I feel they just wanted to play fluid football, like very free. And that front line, anybody there can score. Anybody there can score goal. Some wingers in various things cannot give you 10 plus goals.
Yes.
So in PSG there, Kvaratskhelia dey there. If he give you 10 plus, then Dembele, even as in the 3 chances, 10 plus. Now even in the top scorer for League One.
If you ask me, if I want to cut short a little bit, this striker of a team, all the top teams across Europe and in England, in Spanish, in France, they are looking for top strikers. Now the football is going through a trend.
Yes.
A trend in the sense that some teams now have gotten the vision of they want to play. They might be a striker, but might not be so prolific.
Yes.
But let's get our attackers to be doing the job. You understand? So if a striker can deliver 15 to 20 goals a season, and then if you watch in the season when the Man City did the treble, check the total number of their striker. Who was
Haaland.
No, not that before Haaland came.
They not win the treble.
But
they were dominating.
They were dominating. If you check the number of goals when Sterling was there, check the number of goals that attack was scoring.
The midfield
Very high.
Very high, yes.
So now look at Alan. Alan can deliver 30 something goals, maybe 35 goals. I don't know.
All season
now,
yes.
and it's delivering now. But look at their tally. In a season since Alan came, it has reduced drastically. So now the trend that is going on in football now, just like my young man said, he said that Man U needs somebody like a Gyökeres in their presence. Understand? That will be delivering those dead balls. But I keep on telling him that if you have an attacker, the wingers are performing. Even the striker is giving you some few number of goals like 15 or 20 a season. You go, but you are safe.
As for me, this Gyökeres, Man U or Chelsea or Liverpool should just close eye and get Isak. To me, Isak is better than this guy. because
Sorry, let me. Is it because
Wait.
Isak is already playing in the Premier League?
he has
Because
performed.
because Isak went at Real Sociedad before coming to Newcastle.
Yes.
Isak has never scored 21 goals in league competition. So coming to Newcastle, I would say Isak is a very good striker because he has this dominant strength to intimidate defenders, score goals. It's not like a striker that is coming that I'll play under pressure. Maybe I cannot meet up to the expectation of the fans, the club. You understand? But this Gyökeres guy, I know you guys will say Portuguese league is a very shambled league. It's not big enough.
We have already seen
It's
that.
not big enough.
Portuguese players,
Let's say Farmers League.
they are put us wrong.
But I'll tell you that every player playing in Sporting Lisboa.
They are putting us
Listen,
wrong. They have come to
every player playing in
perform.
Sporting Lisboa coming to Man United,
They are
they
performed.
are always performed.
That's
So you-
The likes of Cristiano
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo.
Wait, let me throw this question. Sorry for
Nani.
cutting you short. Let me throw this question for you. You feel that with Manchester United have signed Kohan and now they are going for Mbeumo, do you feel Gyökeres is the right man to play with this?
Perfectly. The problem Man United had last season was scoring goals, and Amorim was always complaining of physicality up front. We had no physicality up front. Garnacho had no physicality. Højlund had no physicality. Ahmad has no physicality. You understand? Now that physicality goes down to plays on the opposite defenders, whereby there's a fear factor on these defenders. Whereby when you see Mbeumo, you say, this guy, you mark this guy. When you see Kohan or Gyökeres, so now you want to bring
body
the
na be
tradition.
football because Yamal no get physicality, but in dey play ball.
That is that particular style of play.
And Yamal
If you see, let me tell you the truth. If Yamal comes down to the Premier League, he must be physical to contain Premier League. It's
That's
because
the
of
environment.
just the environment, and Barcelona's style of game favors Yamal.
And even the Yamal have said himself that he's going to work on
You need to work on his
So let's get our final
No,
word.
I want to
Our
say-
final
I
word.
want to
Final
say-
word.
I want to say-
What should we say to be your final word? Let's start from Tochukwu, your final word.
My final word is that the Gyökeres, if he actually works out,
Who is
the
your
formation,
preferred this striker?
Gyökeres, with this their formation that Amorim is using now, is a very good formation. With that Mbeumo and Cunha, if they are able to pass the ball for Gyökeres, it's over. Yeah, Gyökeres will be able to score 20 plus goals. If Mbeumo and Cunha are able to pass the ball very well to Gyökeres and Gyökeres
It's
gets the
about
ball.
passing the ball.
We need wingers. They need
His final thought. You
wingers.
give your own final thought. Let him give his final thought.
This Mbeumo that are seeing now in Brentford, this guy is a very dangerous player. All the teams, anytime if you want to play against Brentford, you say that let them mark Mbeumo. So if this guy will be able to score 10 plus goals and provide assists for Gyökeres, that's if the transfer works out. Man U look very strong this season. Man U look very strong. But I like the best striker to get this season is Victor Gyökeres. For me.
So your final thought,
My
Lawrence.
honor is that in the past few years, Man U is a club that spent money like a blockbuster movie without no script, no chemistry, and no pollution.
You guys are
So to me, you just go and spend money, and you feel he's going to come to England and deliver. After all, Uloma did there, he don't show sign. There are various players. I feel in the past how many seasons, it's just Fernandez that just proving all of us wrong. Based on this, all those big tag money players, they don't come and deliver. And the pressure is more if you come to Man U and you wear that JC. If you want to wear Man U JC or Chelsea JC, fans expect you
to do
even the small chance wey you miss sef na problem. So I just feel Man U should just search the market very well. It's not about big name. They hear the name. When the person come now, the person will come play rubbish. Na just my own take on this.
Okay, so your final thoughts.
just like I would just make a follow up to what you have said. And I remember the last time Kagawa was saying that Holland and he was talking about players who come from Sporting CP to come and perform. You understand? Everything is not boiling down to getting a superstar striker. Everything boils down, and when you are done with getting the players that you need, what about the back row? What about the dressing room? How is the coach? How is he going to show? How is he going to manage his players? most of them are there. This guy you called about Holland, you called Zexi. These people just this is their first season in England. Now, and you've not it's just a season I give to them. You don't know how this coming season is going to be for them. Have you given them more space? Have they trained together with the players they came to see in Man U? Have they spent more time to okay, let's this is our tactics for the coming season? Have they gone through the rigorous training like they've gone to preseason to actually meet up with each other and then relate on their ideas? These are all things, those are the things that even the board can also sit down and think, not just rushing into the market. Just like look at what Chelsea did last season. They went, they spent almost 1 billion, and we were buying and buying. At the end of the day, by January, they were now shipping those guys out for loan.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So now look at
Wrap up.
look at what this young man, my brothers was just saying now. He told you people clearly that it's not about getting those players with the money. It's about integrating them into the team. That's all.
Okay. If you look at buying for some years now, Man United standards have dropped. If Man United under Alex Ferguson, we usually have attackers, not only a 9, not only a 7 or 11. We usually have attackers who score 10 plus goals. And for some years now, those standards has diminished. And that is the standard Amorim wants to bring to Man United. And his style of plays demand the 3, because Amorim's play 3-4-3. These 3 strikers must be prolific in front of goals. They must be players who take chances. If it is 100%, your chances converted must be at least 75 to give you a B. At least. So Amorim now is trying, the Glaziers, the Ratcliffe and the Ineos, they are trying to bring in players, especially from the Premier League, players
not when you have a spiritual problem and a physical problem.
It's not a spiritual problem. It's not a spiritual problem. It's a problem which entails the club. Because for recent years now, Man United have been investing roughly, wrongly on players who don't deserve to play for Man United. The likes of Anthony.
So
just say the player that is.
Gyökeres is a very good striker. Why I say Gyökeres is a very good striker? I'll give you instances of Haaland. My final thought is that getting if Maya have gotten Cunha and we are going for the second bid from Bueno, and there are rumors that we are going for Gyökeres, if we can have these 3 strikers, we are good to go.
Full stop.
We are good to go.
Which you feel, because most of your fans out there will not feel the same.
No Man United fan will not love these 3 attackers. We are good to go, bro.
So don't forget to hit that subscription button and comment. Let us know this debate that is here. Will the lab be a flop signing? Will he live up to the expectation, the hype? Will Gyökeres go to Man U? Will he score goals? So just let us know below. Leave your comment and thanks for watching.